Humans have been using other animals for food in different ways for most of our history, hunting and more recently farming them. The ethics of farming animals has been getting increasing attention as more people become aware of the implications of current farming practice for human, animal and environmental welfare. Some people think we should stop farming animals. They may base this judgment on the belief that animals have rights that means it's wrong for us to kill them, that farming causes them to suffer unnecessarily, that stopping farming animals would cut greenhouse gas emissions causing our climate crisis and reduce the habitat loss that's causing wild animal extinctions, or that it would be good for humans by improving dietary health and global food and water security. Other people think it's acceptable to farm animals provided we attend to their welfare. Part of good farm animal welfare is ensuring animals are as free as possible from negative experiences like hunger and thirst, discomfort, pain, injury and disease, and fear and distress. But it's also important that farmed animals have positive freedom to engage in normal behaviours, to do the kinds of things that animals of their particular species like to enjoy, to have lives worth living. Take these cows, for example. They spend most of their life outdoors here on a Cheshire farm. They have the freedom to range across several fields, to graze grass and other plants that they like to eat, to find shelter, to grow to maturity, to give birth to calves and to suckle them. They may be sent for slaughter after they can no longer produce calves, but this looks like a life of a good duration that's worth living. Unfortunately, the lives these cows get to enjoy is far from the norm for modern farmed animals. The vast majority are raised indoors in crowded, monotonous conditions that don't allow them to do the things they most enjoy. Most fish globally are raised in intensive farms. Most chicken are raised for meat in windowless broiler sheds and forced to grow so quickly they reach slaughter weight in just 35 days, suffering leg pain from prematurely weighty bodies. The male chicks from hens bred for eggs are disposable byproducts, killed as soon as they've been sexed after hatching, while most of their sisters are kept indoors in stacked cages and killed when their productivity declines after 18 months. Most pigs also live the whole of their lives indoors, never getting to root in the earth as they most like to do. And many dairy cows now don't even get to meet the calves that they give birth to. And more are being kept indoors and never even get to graze grass. We have big choices ahead of us in relation to the ethics of farming animals. Continuing the expansion of industrialised animal production carries heavy costs for humans, animals and the environment. So it seems clear we need to change course. Here's 3 alternative directions we could take. First, we could reduce the environmental costs of animal agriculture by further intensifying it, but this would impose even shorter and more impoverished lives on farmed animals. Second, we could significantly reduce our consumption of animals and ensure the animals we continue to raise have lives worth living, like these do. That would mean paying more for animal products in order to reward farmers for giving their animals good lives. Or third, we could stop farming animals, switch to a plant-based diet, and rewild some of the land used for animal agriculture, maybe keeping animals like this one around for conservation grazing.